top 25 matchup in Champaign, Illinois. Business as usual for the Buckeyes. And yet we still got some spice on another Ohio State win. Wasn't as close as it looked, and yet the things that happened within this game are obviously worth an instant reaction after Ohio State takes down Illinois. They are 6-0 on the season. Another win in the Big Ten. Another good look for so many different players on this team. I still think there's some things Ryan Day probably didn't like that he wants fixed, but we go onwards and upwards with good stuff from the Buckeyes against Illinois on the road. I love it. So I want to jump into the instant reactions. However, you know how it works. Buckeyes won. Like the video. Celebrate. Have a good time. Take it in. Ohio State 6. And, best way to celebrate, obviously, like the video. Now, some news we got before the game, literally. I mean, we were about an hour before kickoff. We were getting our watch party going, and we get word that the Buckeyes had a couple names, important names, on their injury list. So we look at the injury news here. Lorenzo Styles Jr., Eddrick Houston, 2 starters for your defense. I think a lot of those other guys have either been out or just aren't difference makers for this team. Styles out, still not much information on the injury there. Houston, I'm going to guess it's his knee. He's been wearing a huge brace and going through it with the knee all season long. Ohio State, that's tough news. Just before the game, just before it's happening. Hated to see that for them. We will keep you updated on what we hear, why, when, how with the injury stuff for Ohio State going forward. Also, Jeremiah Smith knocked out a couple plays in this game. It's how he fell, I think, on his neck and shoulder. Fine. Played a whole nother quarter, got back out there. Injury-wise, Smith especially, they came away okay. But we got to keep our eye on these Styles and Eddrick Houston injury, and we will make sure to do that. So, vaulting in to the takeaways from Ohio State and Illinois. Before the game, I brought my turnover chain. I was very excited to use it. I was worried I wouldn't get to, though. That was the problem. I was worried I wouldn't get to. Ohio State hadn't had a turnover since the scoop and score, touchdown, and interception by Caleb Downs against Grambling State. It'd been weeks since they had a turnover. 3 of them. We're still debating if you count the punt. I think that's a turnover on downs, so the kneeled punt doesn't count either. 3 turnovers, 3 times we whipped the turnover chain out. We love it. Ohio State went big on the turnovers, and really not the guys like you expect to get them. It wasn't Davison Igbinosun. First one on a tip pass or like a collision pass. Peyton Pierce, the Texas Tornado, waiting on the ball, catches it, give and go. We're going to talk depth with this team coming up. He's a good piece of it. He made a nice play, good speed, ball awareness. He's a bulky, big linebacker. Caught it like a tight end, made the play. Shout out Peyton Pierce there. Caden McDonald physically grabbed the ball and took it as a running back was going down. His streak of just being awesome for the Buckeyes continues. Another guy that, talk about depth, talk about a rising star. You thought he'd be Robin to Eddrick Houston's Batman. No, Batman today had 3 total tackles, a sack, and that fumble, that forced fumble on that play. He was really good. And then Jermaine Matthews. I never thought we could get a third. End around the corner, strip sacks Luke Altmaier. The golden arm doesn't work if you just take the ball away off the edge. Great stuff from Jermaine Matthews Jr. That's his 2nd turnover of the season. He's got that interception. Love a turnover machine. The Buckeyes were on it today, and the chain looks real good under the lights. Had a great time with the turnover chain on the watch party. Now, what grade did you give Ohio State today? Grades have been all over the place. I saw a lot of B or A. Hey, if you saw a lot you didn't like, go C, D, or F. I don't know. I'm all about a win, means an A, means good vibes, means good energy for Ohio State. Grade it down in the comment section down below. That is our pinned comment on the video. So we talk about depth, right? Ohio State's been building it, using it, figuring it out. It was, not that it hasn't in the past, I guess, but really put to the test today. Really put to the test. Styles out, Houston out, and definitely a game plan that featured other players. So pregame, Styles is out. We've talked plenty about what Ohio State would do if there was an injury at corner or if they wanted to make a change at corner, right? So it wasn't new guy in the slot. It would be Matthews comes in from the slot, and Devin Sanchez, the 19-year-old true freshman, freshly turned 19 just a couple weeks ago, comes in on that outside and has a day. solid. Really, really solid. And again, this is a 19-year-old true freshman playing on the number 1 defense in the country. Straight up, looks like he belongs. Shout out Devin Sanchez. He was awesome today for Ohio State, and it proves how much depth they have, number 1, and number 2, how much Sanchez can help and probably should be a part of Ohio State's defense going forward. Obviously, Eddrick Houston out in this one, so you know Caden McDonald would have a good game, but Tywone Malone has slowly been building time, getting reps, making the difference. That goal line stand when they threw a pitch, he turned behind him, grabbed his man, didn't push, didn't tackle, pulled the running back and made sure he got no more yards with it. So Buckeyes down a starting corner, down a starting defensive tackle, no problem, looked just fine with Sanchez and Malone filling in. Before we finish out on our other instant reactions, I want to let you guys know this episode brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. My favorite part about Prize Picks, simple to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You've heard us talking about it. We're going to hit it again. It's about stacks right now. You can get the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So Josh Allen, you could go pass yards, rush yards, or touchdowns. Now you can pick all of them. Same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Taking a look at what we had today. Just didn't shake out our way because of garbage time. Unbelievable. Jeremiah Smith got that touchdown, rushing or receiving. We went more on the half. Julian saying more on that half. Passing touchdown, he was too hot to resist there on the touchdown at half passing. And Luke Altmaier, thanks to garbage time, beat the less, but he was playing the Ohio State defense, so we wanted to try and make the most of that. Another note to make about Prize Picks. You can follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app, copy their lineups in one click. It can be a friend, celebrity partner, someone whose picks you like. Hit that follow button, check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab. Download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups. After you play your first $5 lineup, that's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Oof. Despite a win, it was a roller coaster with Davis and Igbinosun today. It was really, really wild, and I fear we will see what happens going forward. I think the penalty bug bit him again. It has been an issue in the past for Davis and Igbinosun. He started the game with what everyone agreed was a clear penalty that he got away with, and then was flagged after on some plays during the game. And yet, pass breakups, tackles, big plays, smart football, that going along with clear penalties, flags, mistakes. That's the Davis and Igbinosun experience. It has been for the Buckeyes for about 2 years now. I am hoping he can revert back, kind of pivot back to what he's been doing this season. That's staying out of it, locking down his man so they don't throw at him. It's kind of wild because the penalties started, the flags were coming, and it seemed like they're starting to pick on Davis and Igbinosun a little bit. He's a really good player. I want to see his draft stock go up. I want to see him play well for the Buckeyes. It can't be a roller coaster. He's got to even it out and remain the really good corner that he can be without those penalty issues. If you had to choose one word to describe Ohio State's win over Illinois, what would it be? Your one word, you only get one, down in the comment section below. Go ahead and react just like us. We are instant reacting. You can one word react down in the comment section. More takeaways versus Illinois. Banged up Buckeyes. We gave you that injury report. We talked about Lorenzo Styles out very quickly before game time. That's classic college football, just limited details all the time. Eddrick Houston out. Jeremiah Smith was out for a few plays. Brandon Inniss got beat up. Other players got beat up. I've said it many times. I just want to keep my eye on this because for Ohio State, they've been very, very lucky this season. The testing guys on game days, the health check-ins, Kenyatta Jackson out last week. They haven't had to deal with a ton of it. Right? So a weird day for Ohio State to be banged up, trying to get healthy. You're at that point in the season, kind of wild, but I believe this is the halfway point of the college football regular season. They've done well so far. I really believe that. I'm hoping the banged up Buckeyes get healthy quick. We've talked a ton of Heisman talk over the past, from the Texas game to where we are now with Ohio State. Obviously heating up. We talked betting odds on the Heisman conversation these past few weeks. I thought it'd be worth just week to week maybe checking in. Day like today, not high-level Heisman talk, multiple touchdowns, not even the two guys that the Buckeyes have talking Heisman's doing their best. You'll start with Julian Sand. The completion percentage means so much to him, just not all the way up there today. He had some tough throws. Still a really good game. I thought Julian Sand was great today. It's going to have games like this where the Buckeyes wanted to control. They wanted to do the right things at the right times. And thanks to 3 turnovers, he just didn't have to go 60, 70 yards up the field. He just was already set up to make sure he went 20. So I hope those stats didn't hurt him in the Heisman conversation. For Jeremiah Smith, obviously he missed some plays. And once again, when you start at the 20, you just don't have that far to go, right? And the Buckeyes right now in the red zone really are geared towards stacking up tight ends and pushing C.J. Donaldson 4 times, which I kind of hate to see because I thought they hit a nice stride in the red zone last week. So I don't think this game hurts either of their Heisman campaigns, but what is a super competitive race and an ever-changing race, I'm not necessarily sure it helped. All right, if you missed our watch party today, all the fun, people talking ball, we're giving away our jersey next week. We had the turnover chain today. We're having a good time. If you're on the go, you want to watch Ohio State football, just subscribe. You'll be locked in with our watch parties and everything else we have going on the Ohio State Report. Win's a win. That's what I like to say. I was impressed with how the Buckeyes played in a very tough Illinois atmosphere. I was not impressed by what Illinois brought to the table. They themselves as a team seemed unprepared, distraught, lost, did not respond well. I thought they had no really great moments. I thought they weren't well coached. So I just thought Ohio State took care of business. Sometimes games like this, coaches like this, I think Brett Bielema is a good coach. Taking care of business is the ultimate win in games like this.